Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Yesterday Jim was working on Emily's car. She had taken it to the garage, and the garage tried to bamboozle. That's why you should never have a lady take something to a garage, because they seem to think you don't know anything, which she doesn't know anything, but you can tell them what they tried to do.
Well, they handed her, or showed her, two pleated paper filters. They told her one was her air filter and the other was cabin air, and they both needed to be changed. And I showed her the air cleaner. I did buy new air filters for her. I showed her the air cleaner, the engine air filter that I took out, and she goes, "That doesn't look like what they showed me." Because what she needed actually has molded plastic and rubber around it, holding it all in place. And the same thing with the cabin air. So they were trying to show her something that was not out of her car.
And they wanted her to think that she really desperately needed to change
Oh yeah, because she said they were really filthy.
Well, that's why they say, that's why I send you. Because
yeah.
I know they will try to pull something over my eyes, and I know different, but Emily really doesn't know different.
No, she doesn't, unfortunately.
No. Yesterday, after you put the rotors on, or whatever it was it the rotors?
No, it was the struts. Had to replace the upper strut mounts.
Had to do her struts. After you did that, she was going to go home, but when she went home, she backed out of the barn and started down the driveway, and then stopped and said, "This little brake light is on." And I noticed then there's a streak of fluid of some sort all along where she'd been. So I told her to get it back in the barn. So she brought it in. She didn't realize I had used her emergency brake, and that was still on. That's why her brake light was on. But it was a good thing, because we found the coolant reservoir tank, one of the return lines to it broke right off. So that's where all the fluid was coming. She was losing all her antifreeze. Replaced.
Yep, she needs that replaced. I found her one online at good old Rock Auto. It will be here Tuesday.
Yep, and it'll save her a lot of money. In fact, the garage, when she went there, she went to get just an inspection. And they said that they couldn't inspect it and couldn't pass it because of the struts. And her wipers. And other things they were saying. And Jim goes, when are filters part of an inspection? They're not part of an inspection. So she said, well, my dad can probably do all of that. They say it needs to be done. And they were going to charge her well over $300 for this nonsense that ended up costing a little over $100 just for the parts, and then Jim did the work.
Yep.
But they charge a lot for labor, whatever labor is, but they would have charged her big for the parts too.
Yeah. Labor right now in New York, I think, is around $45 an hour.
Wow.
Depends on the garage. Some places it's $50 an hour. Unfortunately, the mechanic himself doesn't make that. He's probably only making $20 an hour, $25 an hour.
Yeah. Did I have a little video today or not? No, I don't think so. If I do, we'll put it in right here. If I don't...
Yes, you do.
Oh, I do have one. Oh, gosh. That's true. I do have one. So let's just put it in right here. Not only does he do auto repairs, he also does our taxes, too. He's a pretty brilliant person. Don't you think?
Yeah, I guess I am a pretty intelligent person.
And that took a lot for him to say. But he is. He's always doing something. And right now he's doing our taxes. Yep. He'll do Emily's, and he'll do help Laura and Jessica do theirs. He used to do Michael's, but Michael now has learned to do his own.
Actually, the girls are kind of learning how to do it themselves. They use my system, but I'm here for answering questions for them. But they're doing all the entry themselves, so they're learning how to do it.
I used to do it years ago when we were doing it on paper, But now that it's done on computer, Jim does it. I hope you enjoyed seeing whatever you saw. I don't know what you're going to see until I review it myself again. Well, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.